Hello, guys. Welcome to Park Overview. Um, and today we're gonna be looking at a project that me and Ed actually worked on for a few days. He saw some videos of us doing time lapses and such. Um, but I kind of just forgot to record in the last bit, so I'm doing a park overview, and this will pretty much be a huge park overview. Because I gotta, encompass a lot that we've done. So this might be 2 hours. It might be 20 minutes. I don't know. Um, we shall see. Yeah, so me and Ed did a lot of the rock work. I did a lot of the, details and buildings and the cutaways. RoboFlamingo did the lighting at night. We'll take a look at that later. Um, but yeah, we have a lot of really cool effects. We have a lot of good details in here that I really want to show off, that can't really be shown off in pictures or, I just kind of have to explain it and, point out the little bits and tidbits there and, everywhere. But yeah, this is it functioning. The layout is actually from the Coaster Beat competition, if you don't know. This is a layout that is very similar to Hagrid's. There's a few things that are different, like the station is an Omni-Mover, but otherwise the layout is the same. And it's a very cool layout, actually. I really like this layout. It was really a challenge to get it to like fit underneath everything, um, and all of that. Um, you got the spike, of course. We've been able to do spikes now with save file editing, and that's really cool. But I guess we'll just start over here by the main entrance. We got nothing too crazy. It's a pretty basic entrance. And then you just come right into here with the train, with the Edwards and Lighton's Geothermal Mine Train Adventure. Um, and there is a few things that you might see that are like, doesn't look finished, which it probably isn't, because we were splitting this on the last day. We literally had, all huge amounts of things to do and not enough time. Or motivation. But yeah, we got a cool little, you can test your seats and everything. And then you come through here, through this little building right here, which is really beautifully crafted with breeze blocks in here, um, glass and everything. And then once you come through here, you got little tailed, like little queue area, like outside area. RoboFlamingo came up with this idea. I love this idea of having like snow tracks. That's cool. You got some netting to make sure they don't, dive off the edge. A little bit of details there. These are just polls from Resortitect, and some details from like Snowitect, I think, or something like that. But yeah, going into this building, you got maybe a little waiting area for the show building, and then the pre-show, you got this area with some like fossils and vinyls and jars and vases and all this crazy stuff. This might be an area where like a cast member might just stick out here, take a little bit of a break, and then come out when he's doing the pre-show. You got the little ice where the thing would like melt, and then like the lights, would flash and everything. Um, got more shelves filled up with things and assortments of stuff. And then you go through these doors, and on this one, you got some netting with some things over you. You got a little stage here, staged little thing here, with a tent and everything. Um, that's an accidental. Um, you got some nice pieces here, and then you got this really cool, like, um, shelving unit that took actually me like 2 hours to do, because you have to place every single one of these items. Took forever, but I think it was worth it. Like, you got stuff in these shelves too. Which makes it feel like that Everest type deal that you see, which was my um got a little like trailer thing, where they could store them. Over here, you got these gates that do work actually. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, not 12, 11 seats, 11 aisles. I mean, for them to depart. You got the buttons for the dispatch ching. And then the really cool thing is you got these panels across the track that I made. I'll show you what pieces these are. This was a little bit of help with Unit. here. But these are made out of some metal squares, then some little bolts there to get those pieces in nicely. And let me try to get this moving out of the way. It's hard to show. Here we go. You got some I-beams and I-beams to sort of sort of keep the car in the right place. You got the knob piece; those are separate pieces, and then you even have drive wheels. They're supposed to look more vintage looking, and they do actually like function when the train is actually moving, which is cool. Over here you got a right operator booth in here, with the block lights actually functioning. You have the dispatch buttons for Station 1 and Station 2 that do actually work. So if we watch, when these trains move, this lights will flash. I'm gonna speed it up just a bit. Maybe. There we go. And then they flash 3 times. There you go. You got the way that you can set it to like an automatic, manual, and off. I don't know why they got a manual. Feels like they might have a smiler issue. And then all the buttons for all the block brakes and launches. Then going through here, you got a little, for your safety deal, a little mine shaft that's broken open. With the way down to there. Over here, there's a turntable in here that would shift the track around so that the car will turn into here. And then they can just, shift it into here with transfer tracks. You got a little mechanics area over here with emergency exit. And then over here, you got a little system where they're trying to get these fixed or whatever. You got some water tanks down here. Got a little staff hallway, a little cleaning cart in there. Storage area for the staff of the gift shop. Got over here the staff room. Some other rides that might be at this park. Jurassic Park. Not Jurassic Park, Universal Studios. Or Islands of Adventure. You got a little bathroom in here. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bathroom in here. And then out here you've got the gift shop. It's nothing too crazy, just some simple knicks and knacks. Little fridge, little, all that deal. And they, the guests will take a massive trek, all the way back to over here, which is a bit insane, but it works out. So yeah, that's this side. Coming out of the station, you got this cool, like, little melted, where it's just getting more and more icy, until finally you're out, and it launches you out of here. Right past this exit, which ramps down to go to the gift shop, which is cool. But yeah, then this track flies through these caves underneath here, with geothermal vents, going off everywhere. Throughout here, you jump across, you got some cool, like, little ice melting waterfalls and such. I'll show you what these are made of. These are using rock spires and using the glass effect. If you don't know how we do this, this is actually just a rock. You can see that, it's a glass rock. If you don't know, you're using Invisio, which allows you to turn things to other materials. So you can turn it into glass, or you can turn it into water, or you can turn it into lava. So you can do all that kind of stuff, and that's what we're doing here. We're doing basically a base layer, which is that sort of icy color, and then above it, sort of a lighter color, which is the glass. And that gives a nice icy look to it, which works really well. I really like it. Then coming through here, you got some custom supports that we've done. We did some cool custom supports using the shapes from a specific mod that I'm sure many of people know. And then coming over here, you got the staircases down and elevator for wheelchair access, just in cases. Got a little bathroom, trees in here. And the way we did it is actually pretty cool. It's just two trees layered on top of each other, one green, one white, and it works really well because the animation sticks with itself, and so it makes it look like the snow is actually on top of the tree. This is a really cool trick because otherwise, if you didn't have this, the trees would actually become uh, because of the way the game works when it starts up. They'll always be like this because it always resets the animations. Um, but to when you placed it, so if you place it like a second after, I think it should work. Either way, it looks cool and it works. So, yeah. And here you got a little cave, ice cave with these dead dudes in there. They lost their shoes and stuff. And then you have the thing which is causing all of the vents. Um, this really cool mining excavator thing is causing the lava to erupt out of the earth, melting the ice, and releasing some monsters possibly. But yeah, so it's got some really cool things in here. You're using some windmills and gears and all sorts of stuff, and tons of little shapes and gizmos and all that. Coming this direction, we got this crazy building that Ed built. This building was actually insane. It's using middle poles and then knobs. And the crazy thing is, he did not blueprint it. He placed every single one of these by hand, which is insane. It took him like I think 4 days to do this, which is crazy. Like the amount of work to just put in all of these little pieces. Um, and it does actually have an interior that I did. It's nothing beautiful, but it's the job done. There's just a dead dude in there, some beer and water overflowing. Um, and then the coaster gets launched out of here, flies up this part, over the one there, into the cave, and out this geothermal geyser area, which actually creates these cracks in the earth, which is pretty cool. And now it's becoming nighttime, so I guess we'll show off the colors as well. But yeah, the way we did this is you put translucent glass squares over the top with some ice and snow. And this is a brilliant idea by Ed. I really like how he did the effect here. Um, I was able to use the coral idea was actually really cool as well. Um, but yeah, using the like color switching cubes to switch from red or to cyan to black is a brilliant idea. Of course, the coaster is gonna be shut down while it thunders, so I'll speed through it. But you got some really beautiful lighting up in here in this queue. I don't even think it's on because stupid ass thunderstorm. There we go. But yeah. Once this coaster comes through, next coaster comes through. Here we go. You can see how it's cyan colored, and then nope, next train. Forget it's every other train. But yeah, you got a little seal over here and a snow hare and some yellow colored rocks. Really cool feeling. So here, now we will show the effect off, and there it goes, it cracks, which is cool. And then you dive into this cave here, fly out, around this sort of lava area, this sort of rock spire and more ice sheets and everything. Slow down, you go towards this polar bear with a suitcase. The reason he has a suitcase with them is because there are penguins here, and we're in Antarctica. Polar bears aren't in Antarctica, so he's on vacation. So, you know, that's why we have polar bears and penguins. But you come this way. The train comes this direction first. It's actually perfect timing. Fly up the mountain with the spike. And you got some dead penguins and broken track, of course inspired by Expedition Everest. You fly backward into the ice cave, around this sort of lava cave, through here into this back area with these wolves, and you go to either A or B, and you get these monsters, which is pretty sick. This one was created by me on the right side. It's a pretty cool monster. It's like a reptile, like, you know, prehistoric creature, and then you got a sort of sea serpent, or ice serpent, maybe. You can see it comes in here, and then it... and they dive. But you got some cool, like, lava cracks, which is using the same effect with Invisio, getting the lava in there and everything. And it works pretty well. These are just made using tusks, smooth long eggs, smooth spheres. Trying to think what else. I think those are like the main bits. I think this one is just a lot of like hexagon pieces you can see in here, and smooth long eggs. But yeah, it looks really good. You got this cool like sort of sighting, for the stage show. And this cool path across these lava cracks moving over to here, sort of cracking into this whole thing. It looks sick. I really love it. And you got this whole eatery here with some cushions and some really cool rock work on the path here. It's called the Three Pickaxes. I think is a fantastic name. And you got some little nice menus for these people. And this goes actually down to the kitchen over here with some nice fridges and ovens and storage areas. It's pretty cool. Then over here you got the backstage with some forklifts, yeah. With the smooth long egg incorporated box truck coming in. That's a reference to one of my mods in which I named one of the shapes Smooth Long Eggs, and now it's become a recurring theme. But yeah, stage 3, like the Universal style, where they name all their stages after numbers. So they're not very creative. And then you got this cool cutaway under here as well, with this dude trying to pile as many trash cans as he can, or trash bags as he can. With, you know, tons of chaos going on here. But he's just zooming towards this dude with gas cans, so who knows what'll happen there. This door actually does exit out to over here, right here. There's an exit right here, behind these rocks, so all you would do is, if there was an emergency, you would get off here, walk across, walk down the track, cross here, or cross to this side, and then you can cross here as well, to get to the exit. And there's some catwalks here as well, so that you can cross. But yeah, that's that area. And then after that little drop track, you come zooming out of here through more of these lava cracks, flying through underneath the mountain, up and around, and around through here, and into the caves once more and out. Which is really cool. I really like how it just all sets it up very nicely, for all that. But we also have a watchtower up here for security, just in cases one jumps off or whatever. I think that's a lot of the major stuff. Don't think there's anything else that I'm missing. In that case, I will show you the lighting. Oh, there's like a little emergency exit here as well, which is cool. But yeah, here's the lighting. So you got the lava orange cracks through here, some red lighting. You got some nice blue underlighting under here, and here as well. It looks really pretty. Got some cool purple and cyan lighting for all these bits. Yeah, very pretty. Nothing too crazy around here, just some normal lighting. More deep red lighting through this parts. And maybe even deep blue lighting in these caves. And then as you go back here, it's just more, you know, the monsters. It's more focused on the monsters. We can show you. These wolves get lit up for a second. And then flash, and they're out. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool project that we worked on. I really enjoyed working on it. It was really fun. And yeah, definitely worth the investment. And I hope we get first place. I don't know. This is recorded beforehand, so I don't know if we actually won. If we did, that's pretty cool. That's cool. But yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Go check Mr. B's result video on who won this. And compete in the next one. It's really fun. And with that, peace.